All right, today we're going to talk about how to make Bitcoin mining profitable with solar. Not theory, not hype, the practical path that actually works. And I'm using this video as inspiration because it did really well and the message landed. Mining profitability is a power business. If you don't control the power, the meter controls you. What I'm showing you today is the control loop that makes my solar mining strategy repeatable with fewer failure points. If you're new here, here's the big idea. Most miners never ROI because they're paying retail power and they're competing against industrial power. So the only lever you really have is controlling your energy cost, but only if you run it the right way. Here's my day-only solar mining thesis. I'm not trying to run miners 24/7 on expensive grid power, and I'm not trying to deep cycle batteries all night just to keep hash rate up. I want to mine when the sun's producing. Use the battery as a buffer for clouds and ramps. Then back the miners off when battery starts carrying the load too hard. The goal is converting surplus daytime energy into Bitcoin without beating up the battery or paying the utility. That's the strategy. Now here's the 3 levers that decide whether this works or not. Number 1, your real cents per kilowatt hour. Number 2, your capital cost per watt of solar. Number 3, control. Can you actually run this daily without babysitting it? Because anybody can mine on solar for an afternoon. The hard part is doing it every day smoothly, safely, and hands off. And this is where automation matters. If you have to babysit miners, you will quit. If the system slams miners on and off all day, you will wear things out. And if the battery gets hammered because the miners don't back off fast enough, you just turned your battery into fuel, and that kills the economics. So we need a clean way to throttle miners without stopping them. That's why I use a Python script and VNish presets. VNish lets me keep the miners powered, connected, stable, and just switch power levels. So instead of a hard stop, I go to an idle preset. The miner stays up, fans stay sane, network stays stable, and power drops. Then when the conditions improve, it goes back to run. Now let's look at the control loop behind this, because this is the part that makes day-only solar mining repeatable. This script is specific to Solus S6 right now. The Solus comms is Modbus RTU on RS485. I'm using a WaveShare RS485 to Ethernet adapter, so the network sees Modbus TCP. The Python script talks Modbus TCP to the WaveShare. The WaveShare talks RS485 Modbus to the Solus. So the control chain looks like this. Solus S6 on RS485. WaveShare gateway converts it. Python reads the battery data. Python tells VNish what presets to use. And that's it. Now, you might be thinking, why not just do all this through Home Assistant? And yes, you can. Home Assistant is a solid way to do it. I've done that for over a year. It works. I still like HA for dashboards, graphs, history, alarms, and all the visibility. The reason I'm pulling the control loop out into a direct script is robustness, fewer failure points, shorter chain, and easier troubleshooting. Because the control loop that decides run versus idle is critical. And I've seen what happens when a non-critical part becomes critical. I had a Home Assistant SD card failure a while back, and that's just what happens when you run a database on an SD card. It fails and then you have downtime and rebuilds. Yes, you can harden HA with an SSD or a mini PC and it becomes rock solid. I'm not arguing against that. I'm just saying I want the mining control loop to be lean and independent. So what does the script do? It only does 4 things for now. 1, connect to the WaveShare gateway by IP. 2, read battery state of charge directly from the Solus register. 3, decide run or idle. 4, call each miner and apply the VNish preset. I'm not doing hard stops. No smart plugs, no power cycling. Hard stops are rough on equipment, especially if you're doing it daily. So VNish gets 2 presets. Run is your normal operating point. Idle is a low power preset, minimal draw, minimal heat, but still alive. Now the control logic. This is where people mess up. You don't want it hunting. So we use hysteresis and dwell time. If SOC falls below the low threshold, go idle. If SOC raises above the high threshold, go run. That gap is what prevents toggling. Then I add a minimum dwell time. So once it switches, it stays there for a few minutes, even if SOC jitters. And the failsafe is simple. If Modbus read fails, the inverter's over discharge SOC setting prevents a dead battery. Safe behavior. Now let me show you the pieces. As far as the hardware, you've got the Solis S6 inverter on RS485, the WaveShare RS485 to Ethernet adapter, VNish miners on the same network, one box running the Python script. Software config is the following: WaveShare IP address, Solis unit ID, SOC register and scaling for Solis S6, miner IP addresses and passwords, thresholds, dwell time, preset names, run and idle. Alright, demo. Here's the terminal. You'll see the script reading SOC from the Solis through the WaveShare. Now here's VNish, 4 presets ready. When SOC is healthy, we're in run. When SOC drops below the low threshold, watch this. The script switches the miners to idle. No reboot, no power cycle, it just backs off. Then as SOC recovers above the high threshold, it flips back to run. And this is the practical link back to profitability. This is how you keep the system stable without babysitting it. Now here's the next step. SOC alone works, but it's slow. 2 upcoming additions I'm working on are battery current and PV power. Battery current tells you trend. SOC might look fine, but if clouds roll in, the battery current goes negative hard. You want to react before SOC drops. PV power tells you what the sun's doing right now. SOC is slow. PV is instant. When you combine SOC, battery current, and PV power, control becomes smoother. Back off fast when PV drops. Ramp up clean when PV returns. Protect the battery from discharge spikes. Reduce hunting on partly cloudy days. And that directly ties to ROI because it reduces stress, reduces wasted cycling, and keeps you closer to the sweet spot. After that, I'm working on tuned power presets. VNish has adjustable presets for power. With that, we'll be able to adjust power draw on the fly. Now, I'd like your input. Right now, this is Solis specific. Different inverters have different registers and scaling. Different batteries and BMS setups expose data differently. So I'm considering some kind of shared setup library where people can post their stack and what worked. I'm not sure what format makes the most sense yet. Maybe a GitHub project with templates and known working setups. Maybe a hosted forum or wiki-style knowledge base. Maybe a Discord-like chat community. I don't want to spin something up nobody uses, so I want to see what you think. Also, drop a comment with your setup. Inverter model, battery, or BMS, how and if you already get SOC, miner model, firmware, is it VNish or not, and would you actually use a shared library, and what format would you prefer, GitHub, forum, wiki, or chat? And if you don't want Discord because of ID verification concerns, say that too, and tell me what platform you'd actually use. If there's enough interest, I'll publish the script and we'll start building our support beyond the Solis S6. One thing though, I'm too old and don't have enough time left to be playing tech support, so this will need to be a community effort. I'll get it started, but everyone will need to contribute. That's about it for this one. Don't forget about the Signature Solar discount code in the description. And if you got anything from this video, leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.